We're on. Yay! Hi, everyone. You must pardon our absence in the last couple of weeks. I got a flu. Yeah. But it was a good flu. Come on in, baby. Come on. We got you, sugar. We got one more coming in. Hi, baby. So, come on up here and give me a hug. Come here, darling. Oh, look at you. You are gorgeous. Oh. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So, anyways, she's saying her highs. And we filmed last Wednesday. Was it last Wednesday? The camera broke.
The camera would not
record. And I understand later on what, because what was said, there was a tie-in to what we'll talk about today and stuff. So, it all worked out, of course, in its natural timing. So, there you go. And is everyone here? Is everyone present?
Yeah.
So phones off? Good? They're all checking.
She confiscated the phones at the door.
Please put your phones in the box. Come on in.
Is that Dwayne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Hi, baby doll.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Everybody? Mom?
You look good. Ought to be in Hollywood. Very good. Well, again, thank you all out there for your support and hanging with me and giving me and sending me all your love. And while I went through this little, again, sickness, and it was good. It was good. You don't look at that at the beginning, but then it's like, holy cow. Because the time I was sick, I would have been doing other things if I wasn't sick. And being sick, staying home, and being in your mind, wow. There's a lot in there. All right, and welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us. Facebook friend showed up. Love that. Love the connections. You ready? You got your seatbelt on? And here we go. Oh, it is good to be back. Oh, very much so. But, as Roxie was saying, there was a time that she needed to be what you would call alone. Never lonely, no. But just alone. To reflect upon her own ascension in that matter. Looking back, reflecting back to the beginning, with a resounding theme in her mind. All truths are true. And she looked upon those distances of the past memories of her journey that just started, way back, truly childhood, to see all the things that each and every one of you have done the same, taken on the belief systems of the past to shed in this time of ascension. So she now had a new approach, a new idea, that all the discontent in her heart, that all the friction in her eyes, and all the conflict and the hatred in the world, the things that made her heart ache, weep at night, scream at the top of her lungs, yelling at the proverbial God that was out there, not understanding why can there be so much chaos, so much pain, so much suffering in the world. And then she had a visit from Seth, and Seth took her up to a level of understanding she had never comprehended even existed. It showed her an idea of the depth of the game, truly. It was just, in and of itself, the simplicity of creativity. We all chose to experience an idea only birthed from thought, which is all of you. You are not this physical mass. Once again, we all know that. But do you know that? Do you really understand that you are just a thought? A thought of consciousness in that fashion? Conscience in yourself? And all of that thought is given from the Creator of the infinite now of creative love. Remember, the Source is in receivership of all of you, giving back your love in whatever fashion. So Roxie had to look at the game from a new perspective. This game was daunting, truly scary. To see that none of her truths were only valid in the moment. None of them were true now. Those were all fleeting truths to get her to the now. Scary. There was no stabilization, no foundation to stand upon. She was becoming liquid. Fleeting thought, she thought, that she would disappear into nothing and have no more identification. Once again, building her fear in her own mind of where she has to sit at this dinner table of humanity. What is her role? What is her conversation she can add to give back to the collective so they can understand themselves in the mirror of reflection? And through all of her synchronistic nows of the past, of all those truths leading to this moment, she saw the identification that she really wanted to understand. How could she actually think that she is the actual Christ conscience? To be on the same level in that fashion as Jesus Christ, the Son of God, in that fashion. This in and of itself was so epic, daunting, unworthy, she thought. No. This cannot happen, for I am not worthy of that. She had to go there to trust that she was that. She gave herself all of the signs. The number 333, 33, the Christ conscience number, the Trinity. Big sign. And then an automatic writing saying that you are the Christ reincarnated now in this form. And then that would look like definition. And here comes her ego, dancing along the trail. Come on with me, baby. Hop on board the ego train. Scary. She can't do that. She can't make a claim to be the Christ of the now. But she had to, because all the trust that she ever got to that point with was trust every thought she had, every vibration, every now, to understand the next infinite understanding of nows. Looking back at the truth of channeling the idea of Bashar, which propelled her into the internet world. And then realizing it wasn't that Bashar, but it was her truth at the time, that she was a Paliya idea Bashar. Paliya being an entity in the Sasani civilization. And having that connection. And then fearing the judgment. And as she right, looking for approval from Daryl himself. But then she thought, why? Why would I need approval from another when I am my own universe? My own sandbox. My own isness. Even Daryl's words resounded in her mind. You are your own universe. Go play. Ocyphius backs it up with an idea. The idea of play in your own sandbox. All truths are true. So she latched on. Exposing a new truth, latched on. Exposing a new truth, latched on. Exposing a new truth, climbing the ladder of ascension. all leading to the epic moments. Throwing away, discarding the things that no longer served her. But then understanding discarding and throwing away was not it. What it truly was becoming it. Becoming the joy of that created moment of whatever it was that was appearing negative. She became those things, loved them, remembered them as what they were, and changed them into what they forgot. Love. And became that. And became the isness of all. In that fashion, it kept climbing the ladder of ascension to the understanding of where she's at right now. And last week in this idea, she made claim that she wanted to be one of the probable Christ consciousness. She had to do that truth. She had to speak those words, because that was in her mind. To represent that to the world. Not in the fashion of the idea and the last idea, the last what you call mastery plan, played out in the 3D, so to speak, but in the fashion of reflecting back to each that came within her reality, no matter how, that they are that themselves. But there was still a resistance after she made the claim. There was still something missing. She could not find it. And she gave herself a flu. She lay down. She slept many hours. She dreamed many things. She searched her mind fervently for the understanding of what her role is. And that's when it came. That's when the clarity came. She truly understood her highest purpose of herself, nobody else's. Discarding all the things that she understood. Now loving all the things that she used to discard. For all of those counted to get to her now. To reveal the clarity. She understood the one thing that was keeping her from understanding all that is. That was trying to be something. She goes, can it be that simple? Can it be that simple that she was identifying as something? And as soon as she let go of that and decided to be no thing, the clarity, the peace, the everlasting love set in. Ricocheted all around her as a prevalent diamond circling around her, spraying her with the love, the light. She had found who she was. Nothing. She is no longer choosing to be anything. For that gave her the potential, once again, of everything. And in every waking moment, she is whatever anyone chooses her to be. For now, she sees everything that comes into her reality as one thing, love. There can be no separation. There can be no judgment. There can be no negativity truly anymore. For she understands what it all is. For Seth gave her the concept of the mastery plan. That this in and of itself is a thought. That she is birthed into this reality for experience of the all. To give back to the civilization of humanity. The everlasting resounding joy of what you all are. What humanity is. The consciousness of all. Thought. That in and of itself is so magnanimous to her, so beauteous to her, so simple, that we are just thought experiencing an idea in each of you, giving your thought from your love, because that's all there is. to express in every moment. That's what you're doing. So there is no need, truly, entities, to try to become anything. Where is your concern? Is your concern for safety? Is your concern for identification? Is your concern of what's in it for me? Where is your concern on how it's going to turn out? How about this? It is turning out, and you are doing it with your concern. Every thought is your birthing of reality. Every motion, every inkling is your own isness. Step away from the clouded eyes. Come back into yourself. Reverse your vision and go to the world that truly exists on the other side of yourself. Thought. The world of unlimited thought consciousness, given to each and every one of you by the Creator. He, and we'll use that as innocuously as possible, reflected back to himself and realized his thoughts were talking. And he began to answer, as Seth would say, giving each and every one of you your own idea. And what are you doing with it? What are you doing with your own thoughts? Do you not realize that your thoughts are what you are? They are not fleeting imagination, chalked up to some identification that some psychologist said you were. That concern of your thought, what are you giving it to? Them? Your fears? Your judgments? Where is your concern, your intention? What are you creating for yourself? If you don't think you know how to do it, then don't. Stop thinking. Let yourself do it. Because in that, I promise, is revelation. Realize humanity. All of you are now experiencing the birth, labor pains, if you will, of the new human being to be realized. And there's no separation. There's no better DNA, old DNA, new DNA. That was a truth to hold on to get to your next now. The new idea is just to look at it as a beautiful idea of creativity, of thought. To just, let's say, master your own ability to express. You've been given the ideas, the power, truly, to create whatever you choose. What are you choosing once again? The repetition of fear? The repetition of separation? They don't. We are. It's okay, entities. We understand. We understand that you took on the deepest belief systems, perpetuating for billions of years. And all of you took, right now, the ascension timeline, right in the middle of labor pains, once again. About to give birth to the new human, the one of epic abilities, epic proportions, unseen in all the nows, to be realized by all that choose. The new earth is coming, and each and every one of you are creating it. But don't create it for the idea of ascension. Don't create it for the idea of having something to hold on to or to hope for. Create yourselves. Create your own love to the will that you are urging yourself to. And do not define that creation to anyone's standard except your own. Your truth will tell you, this is what I am. And whatever you are in that moment is your truest joy, excitement, creative moment to express. If you even judge your own actions, who's going to forgive you? Only you. So truly there is no forgiveness if you don't judge, is there? You don't need to judge yourself, child. Why? Because you are creative love. You cannot judge unconditional love. Because it's unconditional. Dwell upon that in your hearts, young masters of ascension. Feel the resounding tempo that continues to beat throughout all the nows, drawing you closer to your own love. And remember this, none of the outside truly matters. It is the inside, is where you are seeking to go home. Follow that pulse, follow that heartbeat of love. Be yourself every moment. Hold your regards to yourself in the highest love for yourself. And watch in awe of yourself on the creativity yet to be realized. You are epic. You are unnameable. This channel will never let you forget how brave you are. From the 10,222 27 civilizations that humanity created through your hybridization program, they say thank you. Wow. Maybe you matter.